When you hear the term, it's that time of the month again, usually it's meant with a bit of a negative connotation, but here it is not. It is that time of the month, baby. April's over. We have POTM coming. It is going to be this Friday, May the 5th. We're getting a slurry of new content. We're talking about that today, making our predictions. Let me know in the comment section who you think should get the Lightning card. It is probably going to be a little bit different this year, just based on how crazy overalls have been so early on. But as always, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and let's get going. All right, so first thing to mention, I'm going to list off about 22 players here. Is this everybody that could feasibly get a card? No, so don't cry in the comments if I don't mention one person that you're thinking of. 22 names is a pretty damn solid list. A handful of different Lightning card possibilities. Also, if somebody has a 97 overall card like Acuna, what's the point of giving him a 99 if he wasn't even the best hitter in the month? So there's no reason for them to get a card. There's no reason for me to talk about him on this list right here. Let's start off Jorge Mateo for the Baltimore Orioles. Kind of a shocker how excellent he and even the Orioles have been as well this year. You know, they had a kind of flimsy offseason, but they've really looked strong early on so far. I forgot to put in his fielding. There we go. That's more like it. Excellent defender. We're not looking at Dan Uggla right here. Jorge Mateo would be fantastic. I mean, talk about a jack of all trades. Play pretty much everywhere except catcher and first base. He's got tremendous contact, a good amount of power too. He's been stroking that thing. Great defense too. Diamond level, 99 max speed. This would not only be a very deserved pick for Lightning, also would be a very good card to have in the game right here. Another option, Matt Chapman for the Blue Jays. Honestly, my pick, who I think it's going to be, he's leading in OPS by a good, like, 70-ish points from that month, and he's just been tremendous. I mean, top to bottom, I think he would be stacked. Again, diamond defense, excellent. Good speed still for Chappie. Going to kill lefties if there were any good lefties in the game. We're going to talk about a few here today. Pretty good versus righties as well. A couple things to note for a guy like Jorge Mateo. Obviously, they do not add in quirks mid-year, so I'm guessing, yeah, he has none on his actual live series card. So, be a little bit tough. Matt Chapman, I think, has about 3. Some of these guys more than others, of course. We're looking at Max Munchie, baby. I don't know. He's been supercharged for a total of like 14 days. I don't really think that they're going to give him Lightning. Also, this card will be pretty mid. I'm not going to lie. I love his swing. I don't expect Max to be teaching a master class of contact hitting, putting bat on ball anytime soon. He's hitting like 250, 260, which isn't terrible, but in the name of the game here, his contact numbers are going to be dog shit. So the power would be excellent, but I think we're fine just having gotten the supercharged cards, and I think there's some other guys that I would like to see that'd be a little bit better in game. But Muncie killing it. Glad to see that he's back from a really cold start last year. We got Brandon Marsh, Brandon Mash. Again, congratulations. Angels fans, you lost another good one. Happened again. Ton of contact here. A lot of power, too. This card will be pretty damn gross. With the gold defense, could even push it up to diamond at parallel level. Obviously, once again, these are sketches that I used their splits and metrics on. For fielding, I pretty much scaled them up +5, +10, +15 for some of these guys that are just awful with the mitt there. But Brandon Marsh, I'm guessing, doesn't have any quirks, maybe 1 or 2. So it kind of hurt, but also just fan-fucking-tastic attributes, so that would be really fun. And then Jared Kelenic. So I don't think that there's really a chance for a pitching Lightning card. Last year, we didn't see a single one. Nada. Goose egg. The same amount of wins. No, I was going to say the White Sox within like the last week. No, they won a game against the Rays. Start hanging the banners now. in Chicago. But Jared Kelenic has been doing really well. Again, a guy who's been sincerely struggling early on in his career, but really coming up big so far. Card would be fun. I don't know how high they would boost the fielding. I think he's a little bit better than they give him credit for in the game. But those are my picks for Lightning. I think Matt Chapman's the most likely one out of the bunch. And now let's go on to the supplemental cards that I really have no idea what overall they're going to go with. The top Snell cards have ranged from 90 overall to 95. I would guess that they're going to be at least 90 and probably at the high end up to like 98, 99 for the supplemental shit as well. But James Outman, more like Cody Bellinger 2.0. He's like the exact same guy. Power hitting, okay, not the same defender that Bellinger is, but very good. He's been killing it so far, been having a really, really strong April. You guys know how I feel about my lefties. Get them on the team, baby. I mean, might want to get them in for LASIK surgery. The vision is going to be tough. It's striking out a lot, but is what it is. Oh, baby. The Venezuelan dream, Luis Ariz. Now, this one would be controversial because, you know, some people wouldn't give two shits about this card. To be honest, the 80 power is a little bit generous. He has 1 home run. He doesn't have a single extra base hit versus left-handed pitching, but I don't know. If you put this card, just churned it out into the game, I think it could be pretty fun. He's got like 5 or 6 good quirks this year too. With some positional versatility, give it to me. I'll be gladly put him in the team. We got Yandy Diaz. Again, suddenly splits aren't fantastic. He's hitting like 185 against lefties. I sugarcoated it as much as I possibly can. We're going to get diabetes here soon. But this is a decent card that would be kind of usable, I guess. Inverse splits. You know, not the best defender out there, but it's another case of a guy who has had good overall numbers, but how well does it really translate to the game? I don't know. But Yandy Diaz, I love the guy. Swindled Cleveland to get him. That'll be cool to see in the game right there as well. Look at that Jake Berger. One of the few good things they've got going for him in the Windy City, the South Side. I don't know. Where do you rank those in terms of City Connect? I might put him like top 2-ish. Really, really good jerseys. Just not a great ball club right now. But no, that 67 speed is not a miscalculation. That's true. He's actually a quick fucker for his size. Ton of power, but not much else. I think his last series had 35 fielding. I boosted it as much as feasibly possible right there. Next one up, Joey Gallo. That's a reference to the MLB 20. Joey Gallo, if you guys remember that clip of his, that's reference to that. Max power versus right. He's been doing really good for the Twins. Their offense has been as cold as the April Minnesotan weather here at times. But Joey Gallo's been a bright spot when he has been healthy. Missed a little bit of time, but it'll be really cool to see. Switched over to first base, still got good versatility though. Gallo would be sweet. How about former Twin Brent Rooker? Another one that got away, to be fair. He didn't show any signs of having like a 1050 OPS through 75-80 plate appearances when he was in Mini, but he's doing the damn thing in Oakland. It's cool to see. It's raining seeds down on him. One rare thing to celebrate in Oakland, I guess. They're probably losing when the home run happened, but hey, man, you got to celebrate him. He's doing really well. The fielding is going to be dog shit, but thank God they put it into DH, am I right? So Brent Rooker definitely deserves a card. Again, I don't know because he's a 65 live series what they would give him as far as a card. So maybe he'd be like a 90, like a 92 to kick off the POTM program. Jonah Heim, figure we give some representation to the catchers, to the backstops. Switch hitting catcher. Really nice, would have 90 plus on all hitting stats, in my opinion. Great defender as well. One of the most underrated catchers in baseball. Be cool to see him get a nice card. And then Patrick Wisdom, little O-face right there. Ton of power. I think he has 9 home runs on the year. He's getting there. You know, he's like showing signs. He's still striking out a lot, way more than any professional baseball player should. But the Cubs are rolling, so who cares right now? Who cares? Wisdom should get a card of some sort. Just depends how good it's going to be. Let's move on to the pitchers. Now, if there's one possibility for a lightning card, in my opinion, it would be Garrett Cole. There's other guys with great stats put up, but again, I think if they're going to do a pitcher, because remember, you use a starting pitcher 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 games sometimes, compared to a position player where you use every damn game. So Garrett Cole would be very good. He's probably been the best pitcher. Him, Sonny Gray, you know, debate a wall. Who's been the best this year? They've both been fantastic. Hits per 9 would be through the roof. The thing with Cole is he does not have a sinker, but he's got a cutter. If they gave him outlier on the 4-seam, throw it to 103, and then it'd be a good differential between that and the cutter, it could be solid. It could be definitely a usable card there for sure. Move on to the next one. Jose Alvarado. We needed lefties. This would be maybe the best left-handed reliever in the game. Outlier sinker, just short of outlier on the 4-seam, so a little bit of differential right there. The cutter and the 12-6. I think that would be tremendous. He has not allowed a single walk this year. He's been the best pitcher in baseball. Reliever, starter, he has been the best. Otherworldly numbers he's putting up right now, and I just can only hope that he's going to get a card to reward him for it. We got David Bednar. Raise the Jolly Roger, baby. You're going to be raising your ERA in the game if you use him. His pitch mix is awful. 4-seam, 12-6, and splitter, but hey, you know, he's doing really well. I think he's 9 to 10, I think, on save opportunities. He's slamming the door. Another case. Great real life. Pitchers in the game, sometimes it just does not really translate over, i.e. Joe Ryan, Tristan McKenzie, a certain Brave with a mustache, which we'll talk about in a little bit right here. Justin Steele for the Cubbies, another card. They definitely deserve a lot of love. Strong start to this year so far. Good hit 9, not going to blow you away with velocity or anything, but does have a sinker, which will make him a little bit effective, which would be cool to see for sure. The next one, we're looking at Sonny Gray. So, Sonny Gray is one of those ERA merchants. You know, he's not marvelous limiting hits. He's not leading the league in strikeouts. He's just doing everything right. And the pitch clutch should be really high. Again, pitch clutch is a stat that matters this year. And he's got the good mix too. He's got sinker cutter combo. Doesn't throw very hard, but not like Wayno-esque. We're not, we're not throwing batting practice with Adam Wainwright right here. But Sonny Gray would be really, really cool. I'd love to see him get a card. He's definitely deserved it so far. We got AJ Puck from Minnesota, baby. Represent. Another lefty reliever, which we direly need. 4-seam, slider, sinker, circle, changeup. Very good mix for him right there. And solid per 9s. You know, it's another case. Doesn't have to be a 99 or anything. Give him like a 93 or something. Technically, his last series as a relief pitcher would get the Hoffman boost. But he's mainly been the closer right there in Miami. So Alvarado is a relief pitcher, by the way. So he would be getting the Hoffman boost. Felix Bautista, baby. Big boy. 285, 6'8", and he's been purely dominant this year so far. Outlier for sure. You don't got thighs like tree trunks if you're going to be throwing 88 on the 4-seamer. Splitter slider, decent 3-pitch mix, not insane, but I do remember liking his card last year, and he'd have good per 9s too. That always is the case if you have like max per 9s, like kind of like Josh Hader. Josh Hader does not have the best pitch mix in the game, but his per 9s helps cancel it out and makes him fairly effective, especially at a weaker, thinner position like left-handed reliever. So Bautista would be really cool to see. The O's are rocking. And then Spencer Strider. Is that gonna make do? I'm not sure. It's one thing for a reliever. They have such little stamina. You only pitch them like an inning or two max anyway. Spencer Strider is a starter. He does not have a great pitch mix. 2 fastballs, a slider, and a circle changeup. The 2-seamer, sometimes righty-righty can be effective, but he's just been so good. Like, how can you deny him a card? He's got an 87 live series, nothing higher. He might be right along there with Garrett Cole and Sonny Gray as the best pitchers in baseball at a starting pitcher level so far. He's been tremendous. So definitely should be getting something. Just depends how good it's going to be in the game there. Erod, Eduardo Rodriguez, been very good. He looks kind of upset in that picture, but wouldn't you if you played in Detroit? Per9's not the craziest, but he's another lefty, which kind of aided me including him on this list. And he's got the sinker cutter combo. Soft tosser, 89 on the cutter, 93 on the sinker. But it's the pitches that matter, right? It's kind of like Martin Perez last year. He's serviceable. He's an option. And as long as we get some lefty starters in the game to deter people from just stacking lefties in the lineup, it is going to make things a whole lot easier for us. Then Kevin Gossman, nice picture. I found this one. He's been going off too. Doesn't have the best pitch mix, 4-seam splitter, slider, circle, changeup. Maybe they give him like a little boost on velo. I feel like he throws a little bit harder than they claim in the game here. But Per9 should be good. He's got 50-some strikeouts currently. Could be even higher. Could be like 110. But I don't know. We'll see with these pitches just how good they could actually be. But yeah, that is going to do it. That is my predictions for POTM for the month of April. Like I said, we're going to get the whole program coming this week on Friday, May the 5th, and we look forward to that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. There comes out. Yeet.